Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. If I say anything that you like and I earn it, then give me a like, okay? And if you're new, hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell, good people. I know what's going on out there. The market is falling. The markets are falling. Not just stocks, but your crypto too. I made a crypto video last night. I streamed it live. A lot of people didn't see it. It's not an hour long. I want you guys to watch it. It's going to appear in a box here in your right-hand corner at the end of this video. So, guys, big tech is taking it to the chin. Big tech is absolutely taking it to the chin. As you could see, everything is down. Now, I'm on right now the 5-day. So this week, we got Tesla down 4%, Nvidia 10%, AMD is down almost 11%, and QQQ is down 4.29%. So we have these major indices, big tech down in one major index, which is QQQ. We could see for the day, Tesla's down 9% and AMD is down 6.29%. And that's even on the day, right? But did do a little buying. But here's one of the things that I said on yesterday's video that I want to redirect your attention to. Do you think this is coming down more? I think that there's a good opportunity too. I expected that this to come down actually about 6%. And I know people are talking right now about a correction, which is, well, I said it was going to come down about 6%. And if you look out for the week, the lows today, we were almost negative 6% on the Nasdaq today. We were down over 5.5% today. And I was just talking about a cool off that I thought could be coming. And I thought, 6% on the Nasdaq. Well, we came close. And we have to see what's going to happen right at closing bell. Though we're gaining some strength, Monday is going to be a day that tells a lot about this market. Of course, we're not getting the data that we normally get as far as jobs that we need, okay? But here's what I want you to understand. Look at this right now as we are looking at this, all right? Let's see tax credit. Let's see what's going on because I got a prediction about this government shutdown. I believe while that is coming back around the ticker, I believe that this government shutdown will be done a week past this Monday. Let me get back to that. Democratic leaders offers deal to reopen federal government with 1-year ACA tax credit extension. So if the reps say no to the Dems and there's a fight, I believe by next Monday, not this Monday, by next Monday, this will be done. It could be done this Monday, but I believe it'll be over. Why? There's too much pain in the street. And now you and I are putting pressure on the people we voted. That's when change happens. When you put pressure on the people that you voted for, that's when change happens. Consumer sentiment nears the lowest level ever. See that? Consumer sentiment nears lowest level ever as worries build over shutdown. That is going to affect this. And when you don't have food to eat, and I know it's not all of us, but look at your insurance. They're telling me I got to pay an extra $10,000 just for health insurance, something I may not even use. That's why you guys are getting Leisure Larry today, because I'm working out, right? So I don't have to go to the hospital, all right? And so what else is going on? We got job cuts in October. This was yesterday, hit highest level for the month in 22 years. And so we got unemployment going ridiculously south. Now, remember, we had the Fed talking about jobs. He's going to focus on weakening job numbers. Now we're in a time period where bad news is good news. So job loss is good news for the stock market because the Fed is more likely to cut. Well, it's already priced in for the Fed to cut another 25 basis points. It was, before he made that statement, pretty much saying, don't count on it right now. Far from it. All right. He says, I'm not promising it to you, but most of us think he will. Now, I think he should have started 25 basis points a month earlier, or FOMC meeting earlier, like I told you guys. So he owes us another 25 basis points, if you can look at that, or 0.25%. So what I'm saying is, on one of these, he really needs to do 50 basis points, because jobs are falling at record highs. Okay. And it's scary. It's scary. So let's just look at the Nasdaq right now. I had it pulled up. Let's see. Let me go back. Right. And so this is what I want to tell you, or show you, that over the last 5 days now, let's go there. Now we're down 4%. So remember, I was telling you guys, don't just look at the day. You got to look at the week and see that we have been stair-stepping down. Just like I told you guys, it's like up, down. Okay, back up. We're fine now. Down, then back up, down. And if you just look at one day, you're not seeing that all the while we were coming down. This is exactly what I was talking about on yesterday's video. All right. What else do we have here? We're going to let that load. And oh, yeah, we're going to talk about crypto in a minute. I want to talk about crypto in a minute, but I want to finish with what I'm talking about with stocks first. And then we'll go into crypto, and I'll end this video. So now, as it pertains to the stock market, yes, we could go down by as much as 6%, I thought, on the Nasdaq, and not into a full correction, which is 10%. Now, a correction in the Nasdaq and a correction in the S&P are two different things. But most of you guys listening to me are tech heavy or AI heavy, and those are the stock that are getting beat down. So what do you do? Sometimes you have to have a flight towards a little safety, and I'm going to show you one of the picks that I had in Money Moves today. But before I go into that, good people, I want you to join me in Money Moves if you want to see all of my plays. Okay. Now, if you don't want to see the plays and you really just need to learn, that's going to be StockUpU. And there is where I am offering my Black Friday sale. Use coupon code at checkout. Options for Dummies class. You will learn, you will earn options finally the right way, in a way that you can understand it, and you can buy now and pay later at checkout. Okay, so let's see what's going on with crypto. Crypto. Remember, there's a crypto video coming in your upper right hand corner that I recorded late last night. Analysts expect Bitcoin BTC price to test 92. Here's why. So they are saying that we could come down to 92K and, just kind of test the bottoms again. And to a lot of people, you will say it's over. It's over. It's done, Larry. It's over. On yesterday's video, which I want you to watch, I want you to see that Charles Schwab, I believe it was Schwab, is actually getting into crypto, right? And they're talking about some of the packages they have via ETFs, that a lot of their members want to move their crypto, their Bitcoin, from Coinbase to Schwab. And why? Because now you can put it in a Roth IRA, tax-free, that type of thing, and you can borrow against it, right? So you could keep your Bitcoin, you can keep your digital gold, and you can borrow against it while keeping it. Especially think about the people that got it at 24,000, at 19,000, at 17,000. Why would you want to sell an asset that is increasing and could be anywhere from a range of $500,000 to $1.6 million by 2030, which is only 5 years from now? So now what I looked at is this, good people. You tell me what you think. They're saying that we could come down to 92, right? I'm on the weekly here, all right? So I see levels before 92. I see a level at 98.4, all right? And I see another level at 93.4. Let's just call that 93.4, and I see a level at 98. And the fact of the matter is, something could happen. We never test those, okay? But it looks like we're going to test it the way things, on the way this has been coming down. Now, I want you to see something. If I can go this far back, I want you to understand with Bitcoin that this is not the first time that we've had close to a 20% drawdown in Bitcoin. It has happened before, and I just want you to watch the video. It's happened before. As a matter of fact, I can look at it right here and see. Between 20 and 22, I want you guys to look at this. And you guys know I've went over this before, but I know we have a lot of new people, and I want you to understand that in 2020, we were in another bull run. It was post halving in 2020, right? And it ran up. You can see here, August of 2020, it ran all the way up and then it drew back down. How much did it draw down? And I remember it like it was yesterday. Everybody was saying it's over, it's over, it's over. How much did it draw down by? Look at that. That's 46%. Boom. You guys see that? And then what happened? It turned around, the people that thought it was over and sold off. Then it ran up by 106%, right? Then it dropped off. And I wanted you guys to see that. I'm not saying that that's what's happening right now. I'm not promising anything because we could be in distribution. I don't know. But all I'm saying is this is what I think is going to happen. And I've always said we could fall by 30%, and we haven't gotten there yet. We've gotten around 18% from the highs, right? And so if you look at Bitcoin, you could see that it keeps gaining strength, up almost 2% now, while Ethereum is up almost 3.5%. Let's say 3.30%. And then poor XRP that's just been getting smacked is up 6.25%. Let me say something else about Bitcoin. So far, or should I say crypto? Crypto has been one step ahead of the market. It's been one step ahead of the market. It goes down, the market goes down. It goes up, the market goes up. Without factoring in these big liquidations, good people. All right. So I'm going to show you one of the stock that I got into and why I got into it. To some of you guys, it's going to be the most unsexy stock there is. And for those of you that missed United Healthcare, that is one of the plays that we got into in our long-term portfolio. Now I'm back in the stocks again. I'm talking about United Healthcare, UNH. And on the daily, you could see it crossed beneath the 200-day moving average. And we were buying about right here. Okay. We were buying today. All right. We were buying today. We bought some at 316, I believe. And we were just buying today. You can see it just wicked down. Now, I want you to pay close attention to a couple of things. I also have the 100-day moving average, right? And I want you to see that every time, remember, the lower the number, it should be on top. So every time to get confirmation that it was a good time to buy, especially when we dip beneath the 200-day moving average, I like to engage the 100-day moving average. And you could see when the blue line crosses over the red line, the blue line being the 100-day exponential moving average crosses over the 200-day exponential moving average, it was a time to buy. So here it touched. And if you just bought here and held, you would be up, right? And that up, just so you'll know, is 123%, good people. Okay, so this is why I bought it. Now, if we come here, you could see that the 100 is under the 200 and you don't have confirmation. Sometimes I'll go to the 2-day 100 EMA. So 2-day 100 EMA just to check, just to double check it on a shorter time frame and a longer day period, or should I say a longer than a 1 day, a 2-day, but in a shorter exponential moving average, just for confluence. As you can see, it tried to touch here, but we were beneath 200-day moving average. So that was a buy signal here. And we could see that it could come down a little more. What would be confirmation to buy? When this blue line crosses back above the red line on the 2-day 100 EMA. Follow? And then what I like to do is I take the 200 off and I simply go to the weekly. And as you could see, the last time we had a big sell order was what? 2020. Look at that. Bam. That was COVID right here. Bam. See that? So whenever you got close, like right here, this is 24. What was this? This is April 24. This was Liberation Day. Okay? And this wasn't Liberation Day. This is when it fell apart, good people. Right here is when it fell apart. Right here. Bam. You guys remember the whole, no, I'm sorry. This was Liberation Day. And this is when it fell apart. When UnitedHealth fell apart right here. And it's been down. Remember, these are the weekly. It's been down, 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 down. Bam. And then some of you, including myself, we missed it. We missed the sell-off, right? And so since we missed the sell-off down here, now we're getting a signal to get back in if we simply look at how far we've dipped beneath the 200-day moving average. Follow? So I hope that wasn't too complicated, but you learn, you earn. So we are nibbling on UNH for our long-term positions, right? And I want you to go through each of your stocks and do the same thing. And if you really want to learn more of this, again, StockUpU is where you're going to learn. And after you learn, and I have some updates, I'm dropping classes every day today in options for dummies. Every single day, I'm releasing new ones, right? I want this to carry you through the weekend. I want you to watch the video that's going to appear here with crypto. Leave me a comment there. Tell me what you think. Leave me a comment here. Tell me what you think. Then I want you to go into your description, click on StockUpU, and I want you to look at all of the classes you get. And then I want you to put in the coupon code at checkout because it's my Black Friday sale. And then I want you to take advantage of the biggest sale I've had, period, this year. I know this year, and it's not coming back. All right. And of course, we'll talk about that later. All right. I want you guys to have a blessed weekend is what I want you to do. All right. Make sure you follow the instructions that's been given. Live, love, laugh, and learn.